Hey, and welcome to Yodi's Table. Today we'll be making this extremely beautiful fork tender pot roast. Of course, if you want to learn how to make this, please stay tuned. Catch you in a jiffy. Alrighty, so in order to get started, these are all the ingredients we'll be needing. So here I have about 2.5 pounds of chuck roast, 4 potatoes, 2 stalks of celery, 1 onion, 2 carrots. We'll be using a packet of soup mix, onion soup mix, 32 ounces of beef broth, and these are all the spices we'll be using. So here I have half a teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, basil, oregano, thyme, salt, and pepper, and then we'll be using a tablespoon of some flour. Alrighty, let's get to it. So I'll be using my handy dandy crock pot, but of course, if you choose, you can definitely do this in the oven as well. In the crock pot, we'll be putting our beef broth, all 32 ounces. We're also gonna add our onion soup mix. Now we'll be adding all our veggies. In goes our potatoes, our onions, our carrots, and our celery. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and set this aside. So I like to give my meat a good rinse. Of course, do as you please, and we're gonna go ahead and season this up. So I'm gonna take all these spices and give them a nice mix. Once that's all nice and mixed, we're gonna go ahead and just spread this over another plate, and we're gonna give our meat a good coating. So get it all in there. Don't be afraid to use your hands. You want it in all the creases and crevices. Pack it in there. This is what it should look like once everything's nice and coated. And now to the stovetop we go. To our pan, we're gonna add about a tablespoon of oil. You want this to get nice and hot, and we're gonna brown our meat on all sides. Once our pan is nice and hot, we'll take our roast and plop that bad boy right in there. And we're gonna sear this off for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Our roast is all nice and seared on all sides. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this into our slow cooker. We're gonna go ahead and take our roast and kind of just wedge that in between. This is what your roast should look like when everything is all said and done. We're gonna go ahead and cook this for approximately 7 hours on low. We want this to cook nice and low and slow. And of course, if you wanted to do this in the oven, that's entirely fine. You can go ahead and cook this for approximately 3 to 4 hours at 350 degrees. Alrighty, we'll be back to check on this. So this is what our pot roast is looking like about 7 hours later. You can tell that our meat is extremely tender. It's literally just falling apart, and so are our potatoes. You can take a look at that. Super, super tender. And so at this point, you can either go ahead and serve it up like this, or you can take this an extra step and make a gravy out of the broth, which is what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead and at this point, take all of our vegetables out as well as our meat and set that aside, and we'll be back in a jiffy. So this is what everything should look like once the pot roast and the veggies are out. And so we're gonna go ahead and put this in there, which is 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed with 2 tablespoons of water, and we just mix that until it dissolves. This will help the gravy get thick. So we're gonna go ahead and just pop this in here. Give it a nice mix. And we're gonna allow this to simmer for approximately 10 to 15 minutes until our gravy gets thicker. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pot roast. Of course, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace until next time.